Hi, it's Dawn. Welcome back. I did this last time and used Green Aptite Genuine and Quin Gold. It was a layering practice, and I thought I would try it again, this time with Opera Pink and Quin Magenta. And I'm going to use just the smallest amount of pigment and then a whole lot of water. But this time I think what I'm going to do is make bigger rings. Bigger. Ooh, hello, good grief. Leave it to Opera to make her presence known. Oh my gracious. I'm going to have to clean that up, but not right this second. Okay, well, that figures. She's seeping out the edges. Ugh, nothing drives me crazier. Alright, well, maybe other things drive me crazier, but not much. Let's do Quin Magenta. Let's mix up a nice big wash of this. Let's test it, make sure it's light enough. Ooh, it's awful dark. Okay, let's add a bit more water. Grab a pipette. Where did my pipette go? Ooh, I really need to clean my desk. Well, I'll just keep adding it with a brush. It's fine. Let's try it now. I'm running out of test paper here. Wow, that's still super dark. Okay. I really do need my pipette. Where did she go? Ah, found her. She drifted underneath the notebook. All right. See if we can get a pale enough wash here. Oh, might be too pale now. Well, try to find a happy medium somewhere, right? I'm working on 100% cotton paper again, and using some artist tape, and just see what kind of layers we get. These papers have got a pretty rough texture, as you can see, especially from this one. You can kind of see where it settled all in the nooks and crannies. All right, Miss oops, sorry about that, Miss Opera. Let's see what we can do with you without creating just a ton of paint here. Wow. But I'm just wondering how she looks kind of in all those layers. Kind of like a beach shoreline, you know, when the water's going, tide's going out, and you have the different layers of dark sand. What that reminded me of. I'm using some filbert brushes because I discovered in my last exercise practice that they you know, did pretty well. Let you do a little wavy border down here, but at the same time covered a lot of territory. All right, let's give that a moment to dry and soak in a little bit, and then we'll be back with the next layer. Okay, next layer, and like I said, I'm not going to make this one quite as going to make the difference quite a bit bigger, so that, yeah, the ripple, or whatever you want to call that, the Quin Magenta is looking pretty. I may try this with a less textured paper too. I don't know if I like the texture or if it is a little bothersome, or, you know, distracting may be the right word. Because I don't know that I want a lot of texture in this, but yeah, I'm just playing around, right? Yep. And Quin Opera is looking good. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit, and then we'll do another layer. Okay, we're back for the next layer. Miss Opera, let's go with her first. say we're back like it hasn't been 10 minutes for you, because it hasn't. It's been 10 seconds, not even. But it's been 10 minutes for me, and so I feel like we're back, but it's a silly thing to say because you never left. And then here's Quin Magenta. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these little swatchy panels when I'm done, but that's really not the concern right now. I just am enjoying the layering process and seeing what comes of that. And that looks like a hair, a bristle hair in the middle of my watercolor, and I do not like that being on there. Well, I suppose I could turn the camera off and do this, but well, we're just going to chase it around. All right, well, I'll get it off myself, and then we'll see in a bit. Okay, next layer. We're going to have opera here in a second. Yeah, I definitely like spacing out these little rivers of swatching colors longer. It's going to work out better. Make a little bit more opera. I really don't want to open that tube back up though, because it was really goopy and gooey. But I may have to. I got to clean it anyway at some point. But yeah, I'll work on that while this dries. All right, let's do another layer. This is still kind of wet. You know what? I think I didn't wait long enough because it's not giving me a really firm line. All right, let's, just kidding. I'm just going to make this part of that previous layer because it needs a bit more time. I rushed it. What do you know? What a shock, right? Okay, much better when you wait for it to dry a bit longer. Looks like this one's separated a little bit, but that's all right. We'll reconstitute it. Okay, that layer's done. I really don't think the camera is picking up, at least not from what I'm seeing, how really bright this opera is. Anyway, we muscle on, we carry on. It is just electric neon. It's not my favorite color to paint with, but I'm trying to embrace the opera as a mixing color. But even still, we're just playing with colors today. All right, some more Quin Magenta. I have to mix up some more of that, I think. Very nice gradient going on there. Okay, mixed up a little bit more of the Quin Magenta so we can start getting this towards the last of it. Hopefully I've spaced this out a little bit better than the last one. That looks pretty good. And let's see where we are on this. Still feels kind of watery for where we want to be, but let's just add a little more pigment there. Okay. Yeah, coming along nice. Really enjoying this. Very good. Okay, I think we're coming down to the final couple layers here. Let's see if we can get a good dense color, a good saturation color of this opera. Keeps wanting to fall into the nooks and crannies, and the rough texture of the paper makes it not terribly saturated like the Quin Magenta is hanging on pretty nice to the saturation part. I mean, like it shows really even and really smooth. That looks really good. I think this will be the last layer. I'm just gonna really saturate the color pretty heavily, and then we'll let it dry and pull the tape. Pretty good. I like it. It looks very beachy. Alright, now it's time for the magic of the tape pull. Hopefully this one is a little more crisp compared to the last one, which we had to clean up. But that's okay. I've been using this artist tape, but man, it is just super tacky where you don't want it, and not so tacky where you do want it. Let's see here. Anyway, let's just cross our fingers. We did better today. Ooh, so far, so good. This middle one's on top, but it's, there we go. Oh, nice. It's pulling the paper a little, but I can live with that. I was really firm in my burnishing this time. Okay. Looks like we had a successful taping this time. I didn't get them the same size, but I don't care about that. So there we go. We've got Quinacridone Magenta, beautiful. And then Opera Pink over here, where I had to chase that little piece of fleckety bits. Looking good. So I do definitely like it better than this one, which had much closer lines. I think the lines further apart looks better, but that's going to do it for this time. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.